Hello and welcome to this section of the series where we are going to be talking about how to read data from a PostgreSQL table using the select query. The select query is a keyword used to retrieve data from a database table. So think of it as a command that tells the table to show you something. So it tells the table, show me. That's simply what it means. So to read data from a table, you use a certain syntax. So this is the syntax we are going to be using. It says select star from table name. What does this actually do? Let us try to understand it in parts. First, we have the select command. This command simply tells the table, I want you to show me. And then the next, which is the asterisk, says everything. So this asterisk simply means everything, all the columns. So it says, so the select and the asterisk simply mean I want you to show me everything from this table. So you have select everything from this specific table name. In our case, we are dealing with the employee table. So the command simply reads this way: select everything from the employee table. So in this case, all the columns and all the data will be displayed to us. Let us see it in action. Here we already have our PostgreSQL server running. Now that we are in the employee database, we want to read data from our employee table. To read this data, we use the select command which we just saw. So select everything from the employee table. So select everything from the employee table, and when we hit enter, you see that it shows us all the data in the employee table with all the columns, including the ID, name, age, and position. So this is how you read the data from a table, reading all the data from a table. But now the select query gives us just more than reading all the data. It gives us more power. We can also read a specific, we can also decide to get a specific column rather than getting all the columns. In case you're working in a large database where you can have hundreds of columns, sometimes you don't want to see all the columns. You just want specific columns. Maybe you want just the age or the name. And to do that, you now have to modify your command to follow this syntax right here, where you basically say, hey, I want you to show me a specific column, let's say column 1 and column 2 from this specific table. And to see that into practice, in our terminal, we want to select specific columns. Let's say we want to see only the name and age. We are not interested in the position, neither are we interested in the ID. So to do this, we use the command select. We are now going to specify the column which we need, which is the name. Select the name. We also need the age. So select the name and the age from the employee table. So basically what we are saying is show me the name and age columns from the employee table. So if we hit enter, you see here that we now have all the records, but just the name and the age columns are displayed. In a similar way, you can also display only one column. Let's say you only want the positions, so you want to view the employee positions. So you simply say select positions, select position from employee, and here you will see only the position column. So this is very important when you want to view data about a specific column and you don't want to see all the columns on the table. So you can easily query by the specific columns which you need. So you see the power of the select command. Basically, this is how select statement works to read data from a table in PostgreSQL. In the upcoming videos, we are going to see more examples on how we can actually do advanced queries to select columns and rows using various different conditional statements. So stay tuned in the series so you don't miss out. See you in the next one where we are going to be learning how to delete data from a table.